Hello, everyone. Welcome to KAOS Boxing and Fitness. If this is the first time you are checking this live stream on YouTube, my name is Tristan Oseguera, and I want to welcome you to this channel where we talk about boxing, fitness, and anything related with sports and sports industry. But basically, we talk about boxing, bare knuckle fights, MMA. Sometimes we do comments depending who is our guest or if we have something we want to share with all of you. A mis amigos en México, a la gente que habla español, les doy una cordial bienvenida. Espero que vean este pequeño programa en YouTube que se llama KAOS Boxing and Fitness. Les pido una disculpa enorme ya que la mayoría de las entrevistas que hacemos aquí son en el idioma inglés. Algunos de los invitados hablan español y a veces pues podemos participar en español. So let's continue in English. First of all, I want to welcome you and welcome our product guests. As I said this last time, they don't sponsor me, but I like to talk about the products because they are good friends and they are doing very, very well. As our friends here, Hybrid Apparel. So is the sponsor of our good friend or guest. I don't want to tell you who is because we have a guest today here. So Hybrid Apparel, they have an amazing apparel. If you are looking for t-shirts, shorts, everything, go to Hybrid Apparel. Hybrid Apparel, amazing costume clothing. And of course, our good friends from Tiger Life are here. The most delicious, refreshing, and of course, vitamin B6, vitamin B12, Tiger Life. Take it, drink it cold. It's amazing, delicious. They come in two presentations, 0 sugar and the original. And if you drink it cold, tastes really, really good. As I mentioned before, I never take energy drinks, so I like to share this with the people. Anyway, so today we have a guest. He's a bare knuckle fighter. He's joining us in a little bit. I hope he arrives soon because it's a surprise for all of you guys. Very good. So today is Thursday, August the 3rd, and we have a lot. So first, before to continue, don't forget, on Friday, August 20, Friday, August 20 is the Bare Knuckle Fights edition number 20. Bare Knuckle Fights number 20, and is in Biloxi, Mississippi. The tickets are on sale now. And right now on the card is Quentin Harry from West Monroe, Los Angeles, Jace versus Jason Fish from Segway, I think Minneapolis, and also Alan Belcher versus Tony Lopez on the co-main event from the 265 pounds. And the main event is Johnny Bedford versus Reginald Barnett Jr. on the 135 pounds main event. This is a vacant championship. If you remember, that step away, and now Johnny Bedford is fighting versus Reginald Barnett Jr. versus for the championship belt at the 135 pounds. So don't forget, August 20, Friday, August 20 at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Download the application. The application is BKTV. BKTV. You can download the application on your iPad and your iPhone or your Android, but also if you have a Fire Stick, you can find the application on the Fire Stick and you can watch all the fights. All the fights, they are there. I think it's $40 for all the year. You have all the year. You can watch all the fights, main events, pay-per-views. If not, you can also watch on the other application to FITE TV or Fight TV, FITE application. You can download and pay for the pay-per-view. So today we have a guest from England. I think people maybe can start to judge me because I invite only British fighters, but no, I invite everyone. So believe me, I've been trying to connect with many of the fighters, and I completely understand. Sometimes they have a specific schedule on the life, but also the way we connect with them. So I'm looking for interview anyone to want to use this space to speak with the fans. Let us know what is the projects, what happened in the last fights. If you are an athlete, not necessarily a combat sport athlete, you can text me or you can find me on Instagram. Check my Instagram account, KAOS Boxing and Fitness, and send me a text. Send me a DM. Now everybody pronounces that a DM. Send me a text, and I'm more than happy to offer this space to you can speak, show your audience about your job, your work you are doing in the sports industry. You can be a fighter, you can be a basketball player, football player, Olympic athlete, anyone to want to use this platform to speak with the fans and let us know the projects. You are very welcome. Of course, right now, I'm very, very, very focused on the combat sport fighters. In this case, I became very fanatic. I'm a fan of the bare knuckle fights. It's one sport who is growing very, very fast. And it's amazing. It's explosive. And as I said, we have a guest today here joining us, and very, very soon. You have a very, very long career in MMA and boxing. He do one bout in boxing, and right now he's been fighting under the organization Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Everyone knows like BKFC. So, if you have questions, we're being live in YouTube, and guess what? Ladies and gentlemen, is here. Let's to welcome him up. Okay. Here at KAOS Boxing and Fitness, we want to welcome Mr. Jake Brutal Bostwick, direct from London, England. Jake, can you hear us? Can you see us? Let's see. He's connecting. He's checking his audio. He's connecting with us. There he is. We cannot hear you. Can you check your audio? Let's say the audio. Hello, hello. It's connecting the audio right now. Let's see. There it is. I can hear something now. Sorry, no problem, my friend. Ladies and gentlemen, let's to give a nice welcome to Mr. Jake Brutal Bostwick, direct from London, England, but living now in Miami, La Vida Loca.
How we doing, son?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for accepting the invitation. The last time I see you and meet you in person, don't worry for the phone. Sorry, this is what happened when it's a live event and the production. Some things is not well prepared. But yeah, the last time we see you or I meet you was on the BKFC 18. I was on the corner of our good brother, friend, mate, Tyler Goodjohn.
Okay, awesome. Yes.
Yeah, and I have the opportunity to shake hands with you. I have the opportunity to see all the telenovela drama on the way in. So yeah, I think was a fantastic event. The BKFC 18 was one amazing card. But thank you, Jake. Welcome to KAOS Boxing and Fitness. How are you, my friend?
Yes, I'm doing very well, man. How are you?
Oh, fantastic, exciting. Happy to have you here. It's an honor and a pleasure to we can share anything you want to share today with people that are watching us. We're live. People, if you want to do questions, we are open on YouTube. Do questions, ask anything. Don't ask any personal, please. Don't ask about underwear, girlfriends, or anything, because it's no. We want to talk about him. It's just pure business. And of course, talking about business, we want to welcome Hybrid Apparel. Hybrid Apparel. So he's wearing one of these. If you are looking like him, you want to look like Jake, Brutal, Bostwick, like, and shave that, you need to wear those t-shirts. They have shorts, they have any apparel. Go to the website, and the website is,
it's a hybrid brand.com, I believe. Hybridlegacybrand.com, or on my social media is Hybrid. I tag them every single day. They're a big part of my team now, and they got my Brutal Bostwick shirts. They're super awesome. Their clothing's amazing. So awesome to be a part of the company and be working with them.
Well, first, I want to say I'm happy to see you heal and healthy, man. I don't know if it's the British blood you have, guys, but you and Tyler, after these brutal matches on the BKFC 18, I remember I was watching your Instagram account the day when you start taking out the situations, and it's like, man, these guys, they're crazy. What do they do? What do they drink? They are Wolverine, so or this is the athlete blood.
Yeah, I've had a bunch of injuries over the years, and obviously being in the industry that we're in, training how we train and putting our bodies through what we put our bodies through, I'm pretty sure our bodies function a little bit different to the average civilian, So when it comes to like muscle tears and like small little injuries and things like that, we work through them all the time. And I think your body kind of adjusts to things like that. But my face is healed up very well. Obviously, the lions, but I'm back, I can be back sparring now, full headgear, moving around. Everything's perfect, man.
We need to say that this is now the lines of life.
It really is, son.
Is. So, of course, we can have maybe 3, 4, 5 hours of conversation if we have some else on the table or something, but I know you are busy, you're back on camp, you're training back again. For maybe anything to comes on call on bare knuckle fighting championship as soon as possible for you, I believe, because you are like that. You are now, this is your job, this is your profession, you are preparing for the next challenge.
100%.
So as I said, so we can have a long, but for the people to know about Jake Bostwick, the AKA, the Brutal, and you want to know what is the Brutal Bostwick. So he has a very, very, very extensive career on the fighting scene. But you start MMA, and if you go and check the list, he has many, many, many fights on MMA. So you fight on the Ultimate Challenge MMA. You fought under Cage Rogue on UK, under the Cage Warrior, and the last fight was on the WXC.
Yeah, also fought for ACB in Russia.
So
ACA.
Do you remember how many bouts you have in MMA?
In MMA, I believe I have 29 professional bouts. I started competing when I was 16 years old. So I used to have to lie on my on the contracts and change my date. Because obviously you have to be 18, and my debut as well. You could. So a grounded opponent, you could actually kick him in the head. And it's crazy. I was 16, man. I was at school doing my exams and stuff. And it popped up and I jumped the gun with it. So 29 professional bouts. I started fighting when I was 16. I'm 31. I'm 32 this year, end of October. And man, it's been a long career. It really has.
Man.
Long journey.
You're still a kid, man. You're still a teenager. 32.
I have some great experience for someone who's 31. I've had, with kickboxing fights, boxing fights and that, I've had over 40 professional fights. So I know what it's like to have that stress on your head and whatnot. I've been through a lot. I've had bad weight cuts, good weight cuts. I've missed weight, I have so much experience and so many life lessons there. And to start, where I'm really now turning up at this age, I have a lot of experience behind me. So it's awesome.
Right. Yeah. And so, of course, you you've been training all your life. So you start, and if I'm not wrong, you start in 2006, your professional career.
Yep.
The pro career. But
Yep.
You've been training before 2006, yeah? You've been training
Yep.
before that. What was your background on the fight sport combats?
Before fighting, I was doing like taekwondo when I was like 9, 10 years old or so, and then my coach went away, and then I stopped with taekwondo. And I remember getting into judo when I was like 13. At the same time, I was also playing rugby, and I was playing for a solid team, so I was always on the pitch, always playing rugby, training with the boys and that. And then I was obviously introduced to judo. So I was doing judo when I was like 13 till I was about 16. And then obviously that's when I had my professional fight. At the same time, I was playing rugby. So I kind of had to make a choice whether, do I be in the gym or do I work with the rugby boys? And honestly, I love fighting and the combat sport. So I chose the fighting career. So I stepped away from the rugby thing, and that was it, mate. So yeah, I started when I was like 12, 13, like really in judo, and then I started when I was like 15. I started training MMA.
Right.
I was
yeah,
only
and
in MMA for like a year. I didn't do really no grappling on the floor, no nothing, and I stepped into a professional fight at 16. It was like, yeah, it was crazy, but I pulled a 9-second KO on my debut. That was amazing. It really it set me off. It really did.
Yeah, and as I mentioned, yeah, you have a long career. Your first fight was with Tori Grumman. You won in 2006 after Nick Porter and after Marvin Arnold Blue. So you have three, in your professional career, you start with 3 very good winnings. So I think that catapulted your career, yeah?
Yep. And then,
well, it's the past. It's the past. But yeah, you have a few losses. And I think that's the important thing.
7 losses on the spin after that. And it was like a really big thing in my life where I was like, do I keep doing this? Like, why am I doing this? What, I was putting effort in, but like, I was still like soft. I was still fat. I was young, immature. Just, I was a child. I'm still immature now. I'm still growing up. I really am. So yeah, to think, then and like them losses, it's like crazy. But to pull it back, after them 7 losses, I had like 11 fight win streak. I didn't lose a fight for like 6 years. It was beautiful. And then a couple losses and whatnot, and then obviously made the transition to boxing. So.
Yeah, but also it's very interesting, yeah, because for example, with these all losses between with Michael Pastru, John Maguire again, James Elson, John Phillips, Sean Morrison, etc., all these ones, but mentally and spiritual, emotional, you don't give up, because after all these losses, we know we are pro fighter, and you can follow maybe fighters and on the combat sports, and after 2, 3, 4 fights they lose, they quit. Yeah, it's very easy to people quit. What make you maintain the spirit to, okay, this is just a test, this is just a learning, this is something I'm learning from this, is teaching me something?
It's a really difficult one. Like, I've never really like sat and thought about that, because I had someone else ask me that, and I kind of sat and thought like, why did I keep fighting? And I honestly just feel like I know I've got a talent. Like, I know I'm a skilled individual. I'm strong, I'm fast, I'm super athletic. I can do a lot that a lot of other people can't. And when I test myself in the gym, when it comes to sparring and things like that, like, I know I'm skilled. So then when I was training and like I was tough back then, I enjoyed fighting, I enjoyed putting my hands up, and it's like I knew I was tough. I was just trying to unleash whatever else I could really put into it. And it really just goes down to the effort of putting in the gym to what you really see. And again, I was young and immature, but I had something. Like, I knew that there was something there. I just really have passion for fighting, mate. I love the combat sports, and to be in the rawest in the world and fight with no gloves on now, it's been a great test this whole way. But yeah, I really can't say. I just love fighting, mate. I just love the sport. No,
of course, and I believe you find it, because you start in 2010 versus Denison Sutherland was the first win, and after you go up and you have Earl Brown, Denniston Sutherland again, Jermaine Facey, Loic Marty, Vincent Delguera, Bokar Bakia, and Simone Tresson. So from 2010 all the way to 2014, so you have 4 years of or amazing success. So you was working hard, I believe, in that time. So 4 years of tenacity.
Yeah, it was solid. It was solid, and it was good drive there. And there was some good fights there, like that Simeon Thorenson on Cage Warriors. He was like at the time like 17-4. He had like a bunch of submissions. He fought in the UFC, and that was like one of my bigger tests, out of my opponents. Mm-hmm. And come off with a win against names and people like that. It does go to show that like I'm capable. I know I'm capable of a lot, and man, just got to keep putting that work in.
Right, and also you did one bout in boxing, correct?
Yes.
Before KFC.
Yes. I had a special fight. Originally was supposed to be at like 185, and then we had to pull out in the opponents. I ended up fighting a guy that was at like 214. I think I walked in at like 207 or something anyway after that, because obviously the fight was going to be heavy. So I was like, why not? Let's go. So I went in there. My bicep, my body felt good and stuff going in. In the first round, I tore my bicep head, like it come from the top of my bicep head. I carried on trying to fight with it. Obviously, I got through the rounds. In the third round, I was southpaw and I threw a straight left to the body and completely detached my tendon from my forearm. So like my whole tendon detached from both ends. Obviously, I kept fighting. I was banging with my right, bang, just swinging with one hand, mate. I really had to like work for a very uncomfortable, awkward situation. I literally had no left arm for 4 rounds. That was obviously my debut in boxing and a heavyweight. But I pulled off a draw, even with one hand. But honestly, I put it a couple of times and I feel I actually won that fight, even with one arm. But whatever, it's history, and that was that. Then after that, obviously, I took my gloves off and obviously jumped on the bare knuckle scene. So I think I'll put 10 ounce on again at some point for sure, because it's a different style of fighting, and I can box, and it'd be nice to do that at some point.
Yeah, and of course now you are now in the United States. You're living in Miami. After your boxing bout, you came to BKFC 14, and you fought versus Tyler Vogel, doing your first appearance in BKFC. New experience, so come to the bare knuckle. Do you try before bare knuckle before to sign with BKFC?
What do you mean? I have any bare knuckle fights prior to that?
Yeah.
Professional bouts, but I've had a lot of street fights back in London just from working the doors and stuff. So I have experience of working with no gloves and getting hit with no gloves. But as a professional bout, no. So that was my debut, and again that was at 185. Again, really out of weight class. But it was a good first fight for me, just to break the ice. I got 6 rounds in the bag, so I got some experience there. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. And of course, now come this amazing event, the BKFC 18 in Florida, and in Hollywood, Florida, where I have the opportunity to meet you. And the event was very interesting for me. I want to say that. So I was on the corner of Tyler, but I find, and not just from Tyler, so I've been speaking with a couple of the fighters, and also I want to hear your opinion, because I believe the delay of the event can cause some fatigue on the fighters, and also on the trainers too, because we was waiting there at least like 2 hours before to the was programmed, but of course was cause of the nature, because was the storm. How you feel this delay the day of the fight?
Honestly, I've had that happen a few times. I've fought on many events, so I've fought as late as like 1, 2 in the morning, like crazy hours. Yes, okay, I feel it can play a role, but I think you've mentally got to be prepared for that, because you don't never know when it comes to, obviously, especially when it comes to the TV. So like if there's an issue with electrics or internet or some kind of connection or whatever, and there's a delay, I think it's one of them things where like it's bound to happen. So I feel personally like I think everyone should be ready for that. When I'm in the changing room, even if I'm there early, lay down, take a pillow with you, chill out, like, you know. And even when you know that you're going to be fighting late, as an athlete, it's good to even train late. Sometimes I go train at 12, 1 in the morning. I'll go run, or, you know, go do some sprints or something, just to, because, you know, I'm probably fighting around that hour. But yeah, it can play a role for sure. And especially for you guys, when obviously, like with Tyler and obviously coming over, traveling over, you know, it really, yeah, it's, with the time difference and everything, it obviously does definitely play a role.
Right. So, and of course, it's coming the fight, yeah, versus Julian Lane. We saw all the explosiveness, all the heat up on the fight. But at the end of the day, so you shake hands, guys, and it's no bad blood anymore, or are you expect cross line sometime again, fight versus Julian?
I actually bumped into Julian Lane at the last bare knuckle event. Yeah, 19. And yeah, you know, he said hello because I was with Ulysses. So as he see Uli, they said hello, and he looked at me and I looked at him, and he was like, he put his hand out and he was like, we gonna say hello or what's up? And obviously it was cool. So yeah, no, there's no animosity. We're all cool. I would definitely love to have another fight with him. One, I think the fans would love it, and two, I think it would be just an interesting retake on that, you know. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have my admiration for both and my respect for both, because you did a really great fight. It was 5 rounds. Yeah, in the first round, you get down, but you get up, you know. And I think that's the most important part, when you see a fighter showing the heart and coming up again and don't give up and go to the end. For Julian, of course, was more challenging to see. Oh my God, he's stand up. Come on, stay down. So he need to put you down, and you get there. So you stay there for the 5 rounds.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, I didn't do much. Like, my head movement was good. Everything was cool. My defense already, I'm working very differently now. I was just too placent, you know. I was working my way in. I didn't throw nothing. Like, I had so many punches, so many combinations that would have just popped off lovely all night. But that was, again, it's just one of them things. I think, like, that was really, really, like, the biggest lesson for me. I really got a lot out of that fight, you know, because I didn't do much. I just pressed him for 5 rounds, knocking me down twice. I laughed it off, gave it one of these, woo, got straight back up. 5, obviously a few more rounds, and he dropped me again. I've done the same thing, kept pressing him forward. So, like, I knew I had everything. I didn't do nothing, and that's what sucks. So it'd be nice to actually do something next time. And yeah, we'll see. Let's see. But it was a fight, man. It was good. Like, it was a good lesson. It was nice to dig through that. You know, it was a tougher shots and harder shots that I've, you know, ever felt, because obviously we ain't got no gloves on. You know, to work through the cuts as well. Like, it was, you know, I had to troop through, and for me, it was still a great experience. You know, I had an absolute blast, honestly. Never my face got bashed up or not. Like, I really had an absolute super fun time. But yeah, it was just a good lesson, man. It really was.
Yeah, and of course, something to many of us as fans, because I'm a fan of you and people I know. We love your sense of humor, man. You have the most amazing sense of humor. You are fit. You will wake up, and in the mornings we saw those posts you do on Instagram with your good morning. It's fun to see you, but also you can pursue another career, man. You are good looking. You are fit. You can be the next Rock. Yeah.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I'm working on some things.
Yeah, and of course, and you are the face of Hybrid. So if people don't know Hybrid, so I want to share here. So what you can find, of course, look at that. So you have here all this, and look at that. Here's this guy showing us
there I am,
the legacy. People.
Yeah, awesome.
Man, the legacy. So it's amazing clothing. So they are your sponsors, correct?
Yeah. I'm like head of, like, you know, one of their, like, you know, their athletes. So, you know, I literally post them every day. I only live in their gear, honestly. Their shorts, their trousers, their sweatpants, just everything. Just, Yeah, super awesome. You know, obviously I work with Steffi and, you know, Hayden and yeah, all the team that I train at Hybrid Legacy. You know, I train at Hybrid Gym. Sorry, it's in
Yep.
Winwood. So I train down there with a team. I'm actually jumping hopefully on their next powerlifting meet, the Hybrid Showdown, and that event is going to be in January. You know, I'm looking to try and pull some big numbers on a sumo deadlift. So I'm working on that at the minute as well. So
Yeah,
that's actually
we saw that post you did about your powerlifting. Man. How much weight you lift there?
so that one, I can't remember what that was. That was like 5 something, maybe 540 something. I've pulled 601 pounds to like my mid quad. And I pulled that conventional. And I'm not a power lifter. I'm just super strong. So I think for a fighter athlete to be able to pull some serious weight would be pretty cool to cross platforms, you know? So like, yeah, I'm super excited to be able to try and compete in another sport. So I'm only working sumos. So one, you know, I don't do anything really heavy top half anymore. Like when it comes to like heavy benching or like, you know, I squat heavy, I suppose, but I don't do up too much up top because I find it really affects my boxing. It affects like my shoulders and my elbows. So I just do more rotation work and that with my top half. But I'm just incorporating sumo deadlifts twice a week right now. I'm doing that for a block for about 3-4 months and hopefully pull some big numbers. You know, I'm looking to pull well over 600 pounds for sure. You know, maybe 190 pounds or something, me weighing 190 something pounds. So yeah, that'd be pretty cool if I can do that.
Yeah. So what is coming now for Jake at the Brutal Bostwick and the future? Right now you're training. How many fights more you have under the contract with BKFC?
I just signed a multi-fight deal with them, so I think I've got another 4 fights or whatever. So I'm staying with bare knuckle. I don't want to go elsewhere anyway. I'm happy to compete with them guys. You know, I really want to. You know, I love the company. I want to fight for them. So yeah, next for me, I'm looking to fight towards the end of the year. So I'm just getting myself back in like solid shape, being super fit, and just really working my boxing, my technical abilities, and just really tightening up on everything. So yeah, just, you know, just solid in the gym, still double sessions. So I'm training twice a day, you know, getting my food and everything back on track. You know, obviously I relaxed for a little bit, but now I've got my arse in gear. And yeah, man, hopefully chasing some big things. So yeah, looking to fight in December. And then obviously, hopefully hit a powerlifting meet in January or so.
That's because sounds like a December 5 can be possible in New York. Yeah, I hear that. I hear the rumor. It's just a rumor, people. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I hear maybe New York open the doors to BKFC. I was speaking with Tyler, and it may be possible. It's a rumors. I don't want to say anything wrong. Okay, it's just rumor. But are you will still fighting at the 170 pounds, or because versus Julian was 170? Yeah.
Yeah, it was 175. That's the weight class that they do at BKFC. But yeah, I'll be sticking at 175. Yeah,
because what I know, the title on the 175 stayed vacant. Yeah, there are some people to their run there is like a Francesco Ricci, Zion Tomlin, David Riquette. So of course it's you, Julian. So who knows who can move up to the vacant title?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. It really does depend. But as of right now, obviously Julian's got a win up over me, so obviously he's more in line for going for the belt. So yeah, let's just see what happens. You know, I look to just come out and throw some bombs on the next one. You know, try and pull off a quick win, and just push forward and just keep trying to eliminate people and move myself back up the ladder, mate. And yeah, just really get my ass in gear, son.
Yeah, do you don't miss England, man?
Honestly, like I don't. Like I miss my mum, my dad, and a couple of my friends, a couple of restaurants, maybe little nan, iron mash, a good Indian. But other than that, son,
black,
not really.
black pudding,
Black pudding with a fry up.
Yeah. and a good ale, yeah.
Yeah, some salad cream. But yeah, no, honestly, bruv, like the weather, the people, like honestly, I don't, other than like hearing myself, I don't really mind hearing my own voice. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. I think pretty funny, and I can watch my Instagram back and I legit laugh at myself. Yeah. But when I'm in the UK and I hear so many other British people, like it does my head in. Like I don't want to.
I think it's like me. I'm from Mexico. I'm from Mexico City, and I love to hear myself here speaking with my wife. Like, why you don't speak more often in Spanish? Like, it's for myself. And when I go to Mexico, I feel like I'm lost. It's one more Mexican guy there.
Crazy, different. I don't know what it is, but yeah, no, the people, the weather, just the way it is on lockdown and everything right now. So it's kind of worked out that I'm here. But yeah, now Florida's definitely my home now for sure.
Okay, no, it's good. So people, now, Jake BOSTWICK now is a Miami citizen, so he's gonna stay in Florida for the good sun, the good tan.
But I will be a citizen hopefully in some time.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is you're no U.S. citizen, but you're Florida citizen. No, you're Miami citizen already because you have the tan, man. You have the tan, and you have the tan in the body.
I do my best, son. I do my best,
No, I know, man. And so anything else you want to add today here? Any projects to come beside to the fighting scene? Any projects to people to follow you as a fans? They want to keep following you in other lines you are doing, like, I don't know, acting, singing.
Yeah. Honestly, I have a couple of things, and nothing I'm going to really talk about, but it's just a few things that, have been on my head, what I'm thinking I might have go towards, but again, that's nothing too exciting, maybe. But when it comes to me right now, honestly, just if you just follow my social media, anything I'm up to or doing, or I'm hopefully going to shoot to Vegas soon and go see Flex Lewis, go get some training in out there, shoot some guns and have some fun, go train at a gym out there in Vegas. So we're putting up content where I'm going, what I'm doing. I'm looking to really start trying to vlog more. Vlog in general, and maybe start a YouTube page. So that's kind of my next thing, because I have people on me all the time about it. People want to see me wake up in the morning and see how my day goes and whatever. So I might start vlogging maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks and sort of take it from there. Maybe start a YouTube. Other than that, just jump on my Instagram, which is obviously Brutal BOSTWICK, and yeah, just follow my journey and see what I get up to.
Exactly. So, and you mentioned something. I want to ask you about that because it's important, because it's part of who you are too. Who is your main coach right now? With who you are training now?
Right now, boxing wise, I'm training at Sky Boxing, which is in Doral, training with a fella called Tito, and Rubio. So George Rubio, he works with Teofimo Lopez, and a few other good guys. He travels out to Vegas and stuff, and that's actually where I got the connect in Vegas at the gym to train at, was obviously through Rubio. So I trained with Rubio out in Vegas, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, right now I'm training with Rubio and Tio. Yeah.
No, that's good to know. Any favorite boxers you're following now?
Honestly, not really. Like, I watch a lot of Canelo stuff, to be honest. Like the way he moves and stuff, like I can really mimic a move like that, so like I just kind of try and pick up some little tricks and traits. I watch him. I watch what's his name? Heavyweight. Bro.
Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury.
No,
they're your mates, man.
Who knocked out Joshua? What's his name, bruv? Who knocked out? Who knocked out Joshua with the other hand, right?
Yeah, Tyler Joshua too. Yeah, no, Anthony, it's Tyler too. Yeah.
No. I'm asking, who's the fella that knocked him out?
Oh, Andy Ruiz.
Yeah, Andy Ruiz.
Ruiz.
Bang, bruv. Awesome. Yeah, I watch him as well.
Yeah, and they are training together. Canelo Alvarez, Andy Ruiz, and also this kid. What is his name? The really young kid with fast hands. I forget his name now. They're training with A. Reynoso, and they have all these champions. Also, Cesar Martinez, who is the flyweight division in Mexican boxing too. They have all these 7 fighters there. But let's go back to you. So we hope we can see you very, very soon in December. So are you looking for more sponsors to supporting you in this journey training?
Always looking for sponsors. Anyone that you see how I post and what I'm about. So obviously you want to get involved or get your name or your brand out there, obviously, you know, contact me or my management. Obviously, I'm with First Round Management. So either contact myself or my management, or I'll patch you through. When it comes to sponsors, it really depends on what it is and anything and everything. So as of right now, I haven't got a solid supplement sponsor. I've just got a CBD line. I start representing their stuff shortly. Obviously, and I've already got my clothing and stuff, but fight gear, anything and everything, just if people reach out. Yeah,
and of course, Hybrid Apparel, that's here. So they are their sponsors. Yeah, look at that. Guys, if you want that t-shirt, just text him. And you can buy one and he sign your t-shirt.
Yeah, always.
Always. Mr. Jake Brutal Bostwick, I really appreciate it. I know you are busy. You need to go back to train or maybe to eat. Maybe you're hungry because I know you just...
to go pick up my cat because I just had his nuts cut off today. So I got to go.
All right, man. Yeah, and please keep sharing good vibe, man. You make us laugh every morning. Your posts are amazing. I think they're very unique. You're a very unique and very humble character on the combat sports scene. We wish you the best, my friend. I hope see you again next time. We take maybe a shake there, man. But it's good to have you here in KAOS Box and Fitness, ladies and gentlemen. Please. Follow his Instagram account, Jake Brutal Bostwick, and legendary MMA fighter, and of course now under the card of Bare Knuckle Fighting Championship. Stay tuned because maybe he come with a brutal fight on December. So check Hybrid Apparel. They are supporting him, and if you support Hybrid, you support him. And Tiger Life, please come on. Also send some of. Couple of days and some
Tiger Life in my fridge right now, son. Amazing, good stuff.
You see, they are good stuff, and please just follow him. Jake, thank you so much, mate. I appreciated your time. Stay healthy and hope see you soon, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Jake Brutal Bostwick.